I made a mistake. I have been stitching with completely the wrong color, and I have been doing it next to a color that is almost identical. So this isn't good. The color I am stitching with is right here. The color it should be is right here. I would be tempted to just give up because how am I going to pick that out? But I'm stubborn. So I am going through and I am carefully trying to figure out how to undo these stitches. And because this is such an interesting thing, I decided to show you how I'm doing it. I've got a tactic or two that's making it actually easier than, well, not easy, but possible. The goal is to remove the stitches that are in the wrong spots and at the same time leave in the stitches that are in the right spots, because some of this color should be here and some should not. If it looks like this is driving me crazy, you would be right. The problem is that these are, you can see from what's over there, there's a little confetti going on here. It's not like I have a nice easy row of stitches to work with. I did about 1.5 strands of this color, and I've already picked out the first strand. There might be 25 stitches here to pick out. I can do that. My thread's coming out here. I don't know which of these that goes to. Here's what I am doing. I don't want to just thread my needle and pull this thread back through because I risk piercing another thread and making a bigger mess than what I already have. I put the tip of my needle through the hole where the thread is coming. Then I flip the whole thing over. Find my needle. See that long stitch there? I bet that's it. That was it. And then you see where this long stitch is coming through this hole. I will put the needle through that hole. I will flip it over. I will look at the front. And usually when I've got it narrowed down to one hole, I can tell which thread to pull. See, that is not wanting to give. That one did, so that's where I was. I will gently tug at a couple of stitches before I do the whole flipping thing. In my efforts to conserve thread, sometimes I do half stitches and go back, and sometimes I do full stitches, and it wouldn't be a problem if I wasn't trying to pick them all out. If I can, I want to save my thread because I don't know if this kit came with enough thread. This is a lot easier when you're not doing it while holding a camera or trying to keep your stitches visible in the camera, because we tried this with the tripod and that didn't work well either. It took some time and patience, but I got all of the stitches out and I am right back where I started when I sat down to stitch this afternoon. But I feel better about it. Like I said, I could have left the shadows of these petals in the wrong color. Ultimately, I think it would have nagged at me. If you're wondering how I wound up in this predicament, I wanted to stitch the purple squares. And I real quickly looked at my pattern and I thought number 7 was the purple. No, number 13 is the purple. Here on the camera screen, it's really obvious. When I was pulling floss this morning, it wasn't. And I wouldn't have caught it. Except for following the purple, I hit the part where it told me purple was 13, and I was sure that that was not the number that I had pulled when I started stitching. I'm glad I caught it. I'm glad I figured out how to fix it, because even though this is not the bestest project ever, I've got a new tactic to use when I am doing a confetti heavy piece that isn't no count cross stitch and that I'm a little more invested in, because in the past I have not known how to do this and I have left the wrong colors, but usually it's been shrubbery and shades of green and something I was able to live with. Let me know if you have found yourself in this predicament. If you have a better way of getting yourself out of it, I am all ears. Please tell me in the comments below. Thanks for sharing my irritation with me. I'm Michelle. This is my romantic tangle, and I'll be back with you with more videos later.